Hello, and welcome to a very salty movie review. Welcome to The Film Theorist. My name is Rylee Akers, and this is my co-host, Perrusquia. And today we are doing a review on Saltburn, a movie that has been recently released by Emerald Fennell in 2023. This movie's controversial plotline has taken the internet by a storm, and today we'll be giving our opinions and telling you if this movie is worth a watch or if you're better off watching The Office again for the 100th time in a row.
Well, the movie starts off with seeing our main character, Oliver, who goes to Oxford University. There he meets Felix. This is where Oliver's strange obsession starts. He is seen spying on Felix multiple times and tries to befriend Felix. Felix invites him to his family's manor, Saltburn. Oliver, though, is a pathological liar and tells Felix a fake story about his own family. Once Felix realizes this, he tries to kick Oliver out of his manor, where Oliver then individually picks off each family member one by one until he's the last one.
Yes, I had a lot of opinions about this film, and I think a lot of people do. It's a very controversial film. You will either love this movie or you will absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
And I personally actually kind of like this movie because I like things that make me react.
Right.
And even though I was reacting in kind of like a grossed out, like, oh my God, please get this off the screen type of way, it was still an enjoyable experience for me, which I found very surprising.
I love the cinematography in this movie and the writing. As much as I love that, I'm going to say I do not like that movie at all because of the same reason that the scenes were so concerning. I was begging to skip it, but for the sake of this, I tried. I had to force myself to look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It was not.
Mm-hmm. Well, to me, this movie actually doesn't have a clear implicit meaning. I would actually say this movie is a little bit more on the avant-garde side of it. Right. It has a storyline and has some deeper meanings, but the director, I don't think, made it clear what the implicit meaning of the movie is on purpose. I think she wanted the movie's meaning to match the character Oliver's actions throughout the film. He makes these really weird and strange choices that no normal person would make, and you later learn that Oliver was lying to Felix and his family the whole time. He didn't have a horrible life. He actually had a pretty great one. His parents were married and in love. He lived in a nice house, goes to a nice school. It shows that he had no reasons to really lie. He just wanted to. And at the end of the film, it shows him at the beginning of the film again, and it shows how he manipulated Felix and his entire family throughout the entire film. And he somehow managed to inherit an entire estate which he had no claim on, which you have to admit is pretty impressive to say.
Is. Like you said before, I think the implicit meaning of this film is that there is no exact implicit meaning. It is just about Oliver's toxic desire and obsession towards Felix and his family, because Oliver sees people as a means to an end to get what he wants. Because of his toxic behavior in nature, he managed to manipulate his way to get what he wanted. Surprise question. What is your favorite scene? Well, what stood out to you and like why?
Okay, I would say this was my favorite scene just with how the characters were acting and cinematically. It was the scene right after Felix died, and they're all in the dining room, and the parents are acting really put together, like nothing happened, talking about lunch and whatnot, and like the two people, like the sister and his friend, not Oliver, were breaking down crying, like absolutely losing it. But Felix and the parents were perfectly fine and put together. It wasn't until the butler like drew the curtains closed and they were away from the public eye that they lost it and started crying, and they were like not good. But that was like one of my favorite scenes just because it was done so well editing wise. Like it was cut after cut. It was fast paced to show like the panic of the family,
the emotion
and it was
of it.
So
it is
good. Such a good scene. But I actually had my same question for you basically. What was your favorite scene and why was it your favorite scene?
I feel like the introduction to the manor.
The introduction?
Like when they show them how the manor looks like and all. Something about manors I am weirdly obsessed with. It's just the design of it and like all that stuff. Yeah. I don't know, it's just insane to me like how beautiful it is. So it's just the manor. I don't know, then the inside of it's just beautifully made. Like every decor and everything, the props, it's just I find it beautiful.
Very beautiful set. It really was.
So this has been our review for this very interesting film. It has its good qualities and bad qualities. The question is, do we think it's worth watch? No. I'm sorry.
I say it was a yes. I think this was a great film, and I think if you like to be a little weird sometimes with your movie choices, this is great for you.
Unless you're weird, but in my opinion, it's because of the scenes, I'm gonna give it a thumbs down.
I liked it. But this was Rylee and Abby, and we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.